Hey, what's up YouTube? In this video, I'll be showing you how to make a mini version of the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. In this tutorial, I will show you how to make this entire build, block by block, step by step, for all of your city building needs. Fun fact, I'm hidden somewhere in the intro of this video. If you spot me, leave a comment down below letting me know where and when you did. The first person leaving a comment getting it right will have their comment pinned. And I know some of you guys will be asking, why is he making the clubhouse again? And the reason is really simple. The large version of Mickey Mouse's clubhouse is it's just too big for the city. It looks ridiculous. And it's one of my favorite builds. So I have made this much more manageable version, which doesn't stand out quite as much. This is the amount of space required to make your build. I would highly recommend copying this grid into your world if you are looking to place it somewhere specific. To find the starting position, begin at the front left hand corner of the grid, count backwards, find the 13th block, and then count to the right and find the 16th block. That is where we start. And here are all of the materials that we will use throughout the build. Please do make sure that you have access to all of these. To begin, place a row of 5 red concrete in a row on the ground. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then, I find it easiest to take a bird's eye view, like this, and then place 2 red concrete extending back and right diagonally. 1, 2. Extend back by 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then place 2 back left diagonal red concretes. 1, 2. Extend to the left by 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then place 2 front left diagonal red concretes. 1, 2. And then extend forwards by 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then simply just connect all the way back with a red concrete in the corner to give us this circular shape, which we now want to place here. 2 light blue stained glass on top of this block. 1, 2. And here as well. 1, 2. Now we can do this at the back as well in the exact same position. So 1, 2. And 1, 2. Just like so. More importantly, we now want to extend each one of our red concrete blocks up by 3. 1, 2, 3. And we want to extend across and around the entire shape of our build. So, following our circular shape, making sure every single block and across the top of the windows is as high as that row of 3, we will end up with this. We are then able to place a layer of red concrete that sits above and inside the top of our circular shape, and we want to place red concrete in such a way that we create another circle that joins together in the corners. So it will look like this, which is perfect because we can now place black concrete along the inside of our rows of 3 empty space to create this shape, which we then want to extend up by 2 rows. So 1, 2, and we want to do this for each one of our rows of 3 black concrete. So this is the neck and also the base of the head as well. So next, we will extend this row of 3 black concrete 1 row forwards. 1, 2, 3. For reference, this is the row at the front of the build. We will then extend our black concrete row to the left by 2. 1, 2. And then up and left. And then up by 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then right and up. And right by 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Down and right. And down by 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then down, or rather left and down. And then we can just join all the way back to where we first started. And then from here, we are actually going to extend the outer row of the head backwards. So the shape that we have just created, we will extend all the way back, and the goal is to extend back until we overhang the back of the neck by one row. So we just want it to look the exact same way as it does on the front, basically. So just for reference, this next row here, this is the last one. Perfect. So as you'll be able to see, on the side of the build, we overhang the neck by one row on the front, and we overhang the neck one row on the back. And the next bit is super simple. So we want to fill in the empty space on the front and back of the head with a row of black concrete that just covers up the empty space. So I like to make the outer part of it first, so just this big sort of circular shape, and then we can just fill the middle of this in. And that's how it looks. We'll do the exact same thing on the front. It's very easy to lose your bearings with this build because it is very symmetrical until we start adding some more details. Perfect. So the next thing we are going to do is add the ears. Let's start on the right side because why not? We want to find the middle of the head, which is right here. You should just be able to eyeball it. Well, from here, we want to place a row of 1, 2, 3, 4 black concrete, extending up like this, and then extend to the right by 2, 1, 2, and then down 1, right 1, down 2, left 1, down 1, and then left, just like this. We can fill the middle of this shape in. Then, on the left side, we want to place 1, 2 black concrete. So, as you can see, this forms a circle, or at least most of one. We then want to extend our entire circle, 1 row forwards, and 1 row backwards as well. We then want to take the middle of the circle and extend it an additional row outwards. It just looks like a 3x3 square, like this. Do the exact same thing on the front as well. So, these 3 middle blocks. Perfect. And now we have made 1 ear, we can do the exact same thing all the way over here on the left side. So, we will find this middle block once again and place a row of 1, 2, 3, 4 black concrete. We will then extend left by 2, 1, 2, down 1, left 1, down 2, and then right, down, right. And then we can just fill the middle of the ear in with black concrete. We will then place 1, 2 black concrete here on the right, once again to form most of a circle, and then we will extend our circle 1 row forwards and 1 row backwards as well. And then just to give the circle a better shape, we will extend the 3 middle blocks 1 row outwards. And we will do this on the front of the ear as well. Next, let's move on to the leg, which is also the entrance, which is just a weird sentence really. Well, on the right side of the build, we will place 1, 2 black concrete here, 1 here, and then another 2 here. We can remove these 2 blocks in the middle, then add another row of black concrete in front of this, followed by a row of yellow concrete. We will then connect the yellow concrete together in the corners, just like so. Place a layer of yellow concrete all the way around this. Add a layer of yellow on top. extend the 3 middle blocks 1 row upwards, and there you go. We will then extend the outer shape of the yellow concrete 1 row outwards, like this. We can then add a layer of yellow terracotta along the outer shape of the yellow concrete. We will then extend the yellow concrete forwards in the middle, just like so. We will also remove this grass block here, and whilst we're at it, just the grass blocks extending in towards the clubhouse as well, and we will replace all of these with red terracotta. We can then place an oak door here for the actual entrance, and then we will remove 2 rows of grass from in front of this door and replace these with red terracotta. That is the entrance complete. So now we can head all the way over to the opposite side of the clubhouse where we can add my favourite part, the water slide. Begin by placing a row of 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 blue concrete extending outwards from that red concrete block. It's just right in the middle at the top. Then extend forwards by 2, 1, 2. And now we want to place a layer of blue concrete below and outside of the upper row of blue concrete. So as you can see, it just sits below and underneath. We then want to add an additional layer of blue concrete extending down from that. Then we want to add a layer of blue concrete that sits underneath the empty space, just like this. So we should have created a tunnel, basically, that we can walk in and out of. We also want to be able to break back into the clubhouse if we so chose. Now from here, we will place on the ground next to this 1, 2 blue concrete extending right, extend forwards 1. We then want to dig forwards in front of this block, 1, 2, and place smooth quartz block in its place. Place blue concrete left and right of the smooth quartz like this, and then we just want to place a layer of blue concrete that extends above and around this curved row like this, that just kind of just sits along the outside of it. And we also just want to join it up into the main tunnel, and that's pretty much all there is to it, actually. Now, if you wanted to, you can set one of these smooth quartz block 1 row lower. The reason that one might want to do that is if you wanted to have a water slide, basically. So we can have a bit of water that just leads from here to here. You don't even need a full block. You could perhaps even just place a slab. Okay, we can't place a slab. Let's just fix that. Okay, the only difference is that instead of having to walk down, we can now slowly glide all the way down to the ground, rather gracefully, if I may add. Well, next we are going to remove these 3 blocks at the base of the slide, 1, 2, 3, and we'll just replace those with smooth quartz block. In front of this, we will dig 3 more rows, 1, 2, 3, and replace these with a sand block. I prefer to use smooth sandstone rather than regular sand because I copy and paste things and move things around a lot, and smooth sand behaves itself, whereas regular sand hates gravity, so I just find it a bit easier. Well, after you've placed your sand, we will dig around it, not connecting together in the corners, and we will replace these blocks with smooth quartz block. We will then dig to the right of this smooth quartz 4 rows, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then forwards by 2, 1, 2. We will replace these with smooth quartz, and then remove 3 rows to the right of this row, 1, 2, 3, and replace these with smooth sand. We will then remove the grass from around this, not joining together in the corners, and replace this with smooth quartz block. Then, from here, we will dig that way by 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, left 1, up 1, left 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, then forwards, in, here. So it kind of joins to the back of the corner of the slide, as you can see, and we just want to fill this in with smooth quartz. So this is the outline of the pool, which we are now going to dig the remaining blocks out of. Just like so. And I'm going to replace these blocks here with smooth quartz. And I might replace these blocks here with smooth quartz as well, just so it looks a little bit cleaner, although it doesn't make sense. Maybe we'll leave it like that. That looks okay. And then I'm just going to remove the grass, or rather the dirt. Then fill the base of this in with light blue concrete. And then just add some water to this. There we go, and this is always a very satisfying point to reach with any of the clubhouse builds. This looks fantastic. Next, let's add the picnic table. The picnic table is at the very back of the clubhouse, and is just opposite this row of 5 red concrete. We can leave a gap of 1 and then dig in the ground 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then from one of the ends, dig backwards 1, 2, 3, 4, and then dig across and join back in a square. Place yellow terracotta in all of this empty space. Then place yellow concrete on top of the grass. Warped slabs extending out from the middle on each side. Composter on the table with an oak trapdoor on top. To the right of this will be Pluto's house, so leave a gap of 2, 1, 2, and then dig 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we then want to dig that way by 4, so a 5 by 5 space. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we can just replace all of this with smooth sandstone. Then right here, we will place a light blue concrete block, extend back 2, right 2, forwards 2, and then we can have an additional concrete block here, polished blackstone stairs along both sides, a row of polished blackstone slab across the top, which we will just extend 1 row forwards. Next, let's make the hot air balloon stand. We will position this 1, 2, 3 rows to the right of the back corner of Pluto's area. Count this way 1, and place 1, 2, 3 black concrete, like this. Extend 2 rows forwards. 1 and 2. Then place 4 rows on top of this. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we will just extend each one of these rows up, just like this. Then place 3 layers of white concrete on top of all of this. 1, 2, 3. Just like so. Then we will place a row of 1, 2, 3, 4 white concrete here on this left side, and 1, 2, 3, 4 on the right. Then an additional 2 on here. 1, 2. There we go. And then we will place a light grey banner here and here, just like this. Next, let's add the door. On the back of the arm, in this position, we want to place an oak door. We also want to create a staircase using smooth quartz slabs. We will place 1, 2, 3, like this. And then we will place 1, 2, 3, extending down. Then we are going to place some bushes along the back of the build. To position these, we once again line up with Pluto's area, and we count 1, 2, 3, 4. And here we will place a single oak wood, and then count to the right, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Place a wood, and then another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Place a wood. One last time, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Place a wood. So we want to have 4 of these in total. So at the very end here, we will place 3 lime terracotta on top of the oak, and we will extend right and left to make a square. Next to this, on top of this one, we will place a row of 3 again, 1, 2, 3, and then just extend the middle block left and right to create a plus. Then, on top of this one, we will place 1, 2, 3 green terracotta and extend the bottom 2 blocks right and left, like this. And then on this last one, we will place a green terracotta, extend it left, but then also up, right, and up. So it will give us this. Next, let's create a pathway that leads us all the way around our clubhouse grounds. We can start at the picnic table. Leave a gap of 1 from this warp slab and then dig a block in the ground. And then keep repeating this. Leave a gap, dig, gap, dig. We want to repeat this until we reach this position. Now we want to extend this way. Gap, dig, gap, dig. We want to keep extending forwards until we line up with the center of the pool. Once we reach this position, we want to start extending towards the pool. However, what we are really looking to do is line up with the center of the clubhouse. Once we reach this point, we can start digging outwards, and eventually we will reach this point. So this is perfect. Now we can fill all of this empty space in using smooth stone. And this is just a perfect pathway that leads us to all of the attractions of the clubhouse. Now we are going to create a wall around everything that we've made. Leave a gap of 1 either side of this smooth stone, and we'll just start off by placing a big square that leads all the way around the clubhouse. It's actually not a square. It's almost perfectly a square, but it is a rectangle, unfortunately. It's just 1 row too long in this direction to be a square. I don't know why it bothers me, but it kind of does. It's just like 1 block off. It's so close to be just a perfect square. I don't know. Am I weird, guys? Don't answer that in the comments. Well, now that we've created our very square wall, we are going to round off the corners by simply just placing an additional yellow concrete in the corner and then removing the outer corner block, and that's all there is to it. It just looks a little bit better. Now that we have made the entire outside of the build, we can now head inside and work on the interior. So first of all, I am just going to replace these red terracotta blocks towards the entrance with purple. I am then going to remove the grass block inside here. And we can replace all of this with light grey concrete, which it is a little bit more complicated than this, but it's just easier to start with light grey. As from here, we want to place a layer of lime terracotta against this wall, like so. This is the back wall. And then we replace these 3 middle blocks with lime terracotta as well. But beyond that, we also want to create kind of like a polka dot effect throughout the floor, which it kind of just looks like this. We just want to remove these blocks like so. Like we don't have to do too many of these, but something like this looks good. And we just want to place a mixture of yellow and red terracotta. And that's perfect. So something similar to this, you can copy these blocks exactly, or you can kind of just wing it a little bit. Either way, I promise it will look just fine. On top of that, we want to add ladders here so that we can actually climb up to our water slide. We also want to add some red concrete just in the corners of the room, just to kind of like curve the walls a little bit. I think that it just looks a little bit nicer. I think that it's also nicer to replace the black concrete that we have in the ceiling with red concrete as well. If we want to be a little bit more true to the show, we could actually add like a ring of light grey concrete here. So in the original version of the clubhouse, we would have a hanging light bulb just like in the middle of the ceiling. So I think the closest we can get to this is like an ochre frog-like, kind of like set one row inwards with maybe like a glass here. And then maybe, this might be the way to do it, and then maybe we can surround the frog-like up here with light grey concrete because there's enough room, like so. And then there is also like a pull switch for the light bulb as well. So maybe we could do something like this, a chain in the corner and then a polished tough wall. I just don't want to use up any of the space that we have because it's really tight in here already. I think that this looks pretty good though. And then in this corner here, we will stick a bookshelf, light blue stained glass, purple carpet on top. And then against this wall, we will place mangrove planks, extend up, sideways pale oak stairs on top, pale oak buttons here, then sideways mangrove stairs in front of the base. We will stick a polished blackstone wall in this corner with a blue carpet on top of it. Then right about here, we will place an end rod with a yellow shulker box on top. On this opposite wall here, we will place blue concrete, 1, 2, 3, right in the middle, with 2 rows of light blue concrete on top. We will remove these red concrete blocks here, and we will create corners using blue concrete. Then we will place an item frame here, throw down loom, open it up, yellow banner in there with red dye, and apply the per pale inverted pattern, which we will stick right here. And then we can stick a lever right here, and I did consider adding like a warped button, maybe like here, and an acacia button here, but I'm not sure if this enhances it or kind of like takes away what we have. But regardless, this is the inside of the clubhouse. This is about as refined as we can get. With that final detail added, ladies and gentlemen, we have officially completed this tutorial. However, this video is not over. We must now add our mini clubhouse into our city. Unfortunately, I didn't actually think this far ahead. I have 2 places where I think this would fit in. So place number 1 is kind of just in the beachfront area in general. This is kind of where a lot of the fun, colourful stuff is, so I don't think it would look out of place here. Alternatively, I do also think that it would make kind of a cool public park for one of my many suburbs. You know what, I do think that I am going to place it in the beachfront area because it does fit in here, and in the next revamping the city or deleting the city video, I will be touching on this area, so it won't have to be in kind of a random place for long. What do you guys think? Rate 1 to 10. You may be interested in becoming a channel member. You can click the join button that will be somewhere on the screen right now. This does cost money and is a monthly subscription, but you do get some perks. The first of which is a download link for my city design world. This has every single build that I have placed in my city, arranged in order, and labelled. This perk also comes with schematics for the mods Lightmatica and World Edit, so you can easily reference and copy and paste these builds into your worlds in any way that you'd like. However, if you're not interested in any of that building business, the highest tier allows you to download the most current version of Minicity. There are also some minor perks, including loyalty badges displayed next to your name whenever you comment something down below on my videos. Depending on how long you have been a channel member, you gain a more prestigious helmet, with the highly coveted gold builder's hat being the most valuable. And that's it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you in the next one. Goodbye.